It is becoming ever more clear that a minority of MPs and their friends in the press, i.e. the hardline Brexiteers, are bullying the rest of us and taking the country down a disastrous road. Tory rebels not convinced by Brexit U-turn, the 14th of November. Almost everyone else, whether Remainers or soft Brexiteers, can see this, both from common sense and from listening to what is now a vast chorus of expert advice. Given that the Prime Minister is incapable of acting in a statesmanlike manner, it is up to the majority of the 650 representatives in the House of Commons, to whom we lend our sovereignty, to stop this now. One possibility is an interim technocratic government to deal sensibly with the Brexit negotiations. This is a full-scale national emergency. They must act now and we must all pressure them to do so. Professor Peter Corse Malvern, Worcestershire. Surely David Davis is wrong in his arrogant assertion that if Parliament rejected the final deal, the UK would still leave the EU on the 29th of March, 2019. Parliament is sovereign in this country, not government. It's not up to government to give power to Parliament. MPs have that power already if only they see fit to use it. Such a defeat would represent a major failure of policy, to be followed by a vote of no confidence and a general election. If that election led to the formation of a new government, the Article 50 process could be halted and serious negotiations begun, not hamstrung by a voluble and intransigent minority. Or, even better, withdrawal from the whole benighted process. Roy Borfi Sutton Coldfield. Jonathan Friedland is correct in concluding that the vote to leave the EU was motivated by a sense of loss. We'll never stop Brexit and Trump till we address the anger fueling both, the 11th of November. But he fails to recognize just what was being lost, namely the defining characteristic of any sovereign state, the power to make and administer one's own laws. All other issues, such as immigration, trade and finance, devolve from this core principle. It was this concern that united people of every social class, political loyalty and educational background, producing the largest mandate for any single issue or party in the long history of the nation. After a generation of seeing our sovereignty bartered away for often illusory economic benefits, they'd had enough. Clive Ashby, Aylsham, Norfolk. Should my local village cricket club, for instance, wish to make rule changes, it would make sense that only members would be qualified to vote, not the whole village. Yet a significant number of the middle-aged and elderly, who largely swung the referendum vote in favour of Brexit, will, sooner rather than later, die in far greater numbers than the young, who, by a majority of 3-1, according to surveys, wish to stay within the EU. Surely this ensures that in 5 to 10 years' time Remainers will be living under a regime they did not want yet, which was foisted on them by those no longer alive. It makes you wonder if democracy is still alive and kicking in this country. Peter Bird, Fakenham, Norfolk. First we had serious, and unresolved, challenges to the legitimacy of the Leave campaign's funding. Now we have Theresa May's public acknowledgement of the activities of Russian state agents in hacking electorally related Western data and systems and spreading targeted disinformation, and their purpose, to sow discord and destabilize Western institutions.